All right, all right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me add Kyle up here on the stage.
I'm already on the stage.
Yeah, no. Well, no, I just added you, removed you. It's a new day. This is a new day. We're all just fucking trying to get it all figured out. We haven't been live since when? Like, when was that?
Wednesday?
Tuesday. Tuesday of last week. So 6 days, Kenny. Is Kenny with us? He's on stage.
Yeah, I'm here, bro. I'm here. I am fucking here, bro.
Kenny was too busy putting stuff in his butt, actually. Ask him about it.
When was the last time that we were actually live?
Hold on now. That just sounds like I made an off-color joke for no reason. He was actually doing his test. That was the joke. That needed the context. Sorry, dude.
When was the last day we were live? Tuesday?
We ran Monday and Tuesday, and then we were off the rest of the week.
Yeah. Well, a little vacation. Never hurt nobody. I was not on vacation dealing with all kinds of bullshit over here, but all good. We are back, baby. And I'm excited. I actually jumped into one space on Friday, and that was the Genuine Undead space. So it was like, it actually felt kind of weird being back on, because that was 4 days that I hadn't even been on a space. I was talking to you guys, but other than that, it was kind of weird to put my headphones back on after 4 days off. And so I talked to them for about 10 minutes, and then after that I was done. I had to go.
So was there any part of you that was like, you know what, this is kind of nice? I don't think I'm ever going to run a space again.
No. It made me. It like I was missing it. Like I was like, it was like, fuck, man. Yeah. So now I'm glad that I'm back, and glad you guys are back. So gonna get locked in. This is gonna be.
You have to forgive me if you hear any noise in the background.
Look at
the puppy
eyes.
is in fucking terror mode right now.
Jesus, those eyes, bro, are crazy.
I know.
On that dog.
Little thing.
Yeah, that's fucking freaky.
Her eyes are very blue.
Looking through my body straight into my soul.
That's what I feel like as well. It's kind of scary, but either way, both
they look lighter than they are on stream. They're less creepy in real life.
So it's like
the light's making them look lighter.
A mirror where it says objects may appear closer than.
I didn't know this, and this is totally off subject, but I always thought dogs had shitty night vision and cats had supreme night vision. Dogs also have an extra layer that reflects light. So light goes through their eye, whatever hole, and reflects back off of the thing on the surface of their eye. They actually have better night vision than we do. Dogs do. Anyway, that's a little fun fact. Fun fact from an idiot there. Anyway,
I did not know that. Did not know that. Well, that's it's good. Now I'm gonna look at my cat not any differently, so appreciate the update there. But anyways, we are live on YouTube and Abstract and X. I'm no longer doing it on Twitch. As I said last week, changes are going to be coming to the space. People may like it, people may not. Are you? You're still? Oh yeah, because you're.
I'm still on Twitch because that's how I'm routing it through to Abstract. Yeah. I don't really fuck with Twitch though, so I'm just using it as a means to get it over to Abstract. So anyway, I'm on Abstract basically.
Yeah, and I think the way Abstract does their streaming, it was causing me because before you were able to get the count to come follow you over on X. And so if you had 60 views on X, it would show 60 viewers inside of Abstract. But it kept showing all the views from YouTube, on Twitch, which nobody even fucking goes over there. So, I had to switch it up. Get rid of Twitch. Done with that anyways. So, but either way, we are live. I appreciate everybody showing up. Wherever you like to view us from. As I said last week, the spaces are definitely going to be changing moving forward. And I hope everyone stays locked in with us and continue showing up as you have been. So we do appreciate all the support that we get from, the reality check community. But anyways, let's dive in. One big call to action is the Blinko reality check referral code. And I don't know if you guys seen it on the timeline, but there were 2 massive wins over the weekend on Blinko. Some DJing went in there, was playing 0.1 bets on Blinko, and wild shit. And this guy ended up coming out way ahead and won. I don't know if it was the same person that did it twice, but they ended up winning, Kenny. You probably didn't see this. They won 9.2 ETH on the first big win. Then they won another 9.7 ETH, over $30,000 of wins on Blinko.
Wait, was it the same person?
I don't know. I didn't go through. I didn't look and see. I'm pretty sure it was the same. I mean, bro, if I had just won, $15,000, I think I would go over there too and fucking play a little bit more. I'd risk.
I'd at least run through another grand worth of bets. I mean, 100%. I just got 15 grand, right? Like, yeah,
100%. So, like I said, the way that, and it was like kind of back to back the way this was happening. So I was like really, really fucking surprised to see those bigger wins, especially back to back like that. That was nuts. That was nuts. So I want to, let me share this over here on screen.
I just won 5 keys out of 6 euros.
Nice.
We were just talking this morning about how the hit rate seems like it's been lower, but
they're killing us. But yeah, so if you have not signed up for Blinko, make sure you use the reality check referral code. It's in the first pinned tweet at the top. When season 2 does drop, we are going to give rewards based on the leaderboard. I know you guys have been very patient on that. So I do appreciate you guys playing under our code. And, with Zeet getting fired back up, I think we're going to see something pretty cool coming.
I think we're going to see a lot of things coming all in a similar time frame, right? I think between Zeet, Blinko, there's still the honey conversion from the original season. The bodega is supposed to get packed full of fun stuff as well for you to use your honey for. So, yeah, lots of reasons to be circling the Bearish and Zeet brands. The team over there has been, on a little bit of a delay for good reason, with the markets doing what they've been doing and just dev things and whatnot. But we are, I'm expecting a lot of fun here in the near future.
Yeah. It looks like we're coming back. Yeah, Kenny. So the first bet that was won on Blinko was 97.37x on a 0.1 ETH bet, which was 9.73 ETH. Then the person hit a 95x and won 9.553 ETH. And you can go watch those replays, which is absolutely insanity. And so pretty wild stuff. Another thing that Bearish had dropped was the Bearish Studio, where you can go in and create artwork with your Bearish IP. I did see that saucy. Like it looks like you can really use it for any type of NFTs or artwork. So some really cool stuff there. It is a paid model. Right now it's in beta. But go check that out at bearish.af.
I'll tell you one thing. One of the really cool things that it can do is make that character reference sheet that I know you made me a character reference sheet for this bear, which I know that took a lot of effort.
Yeah.
But once you have a reference sheet, it's really easy to use a lot of AI tools to create whatever kind of content. You have an idea, you type it out, you fucking tell one of your, whatever your favorite AI is, make a prompt. I'm going to feed it to, XAI or whatever with this reference sheet. And then, a little bit of imagination plus a reference sheet, and you've got really cool content pumping out. It just makes it super easy. And this thing is set up to make those reference sheets for you. So, I mean, that alone is an extremely powerful tool.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, one of the other bigger stories, I guess, for us, for Kyle and myself, because, and I see some people down in the audience that it is for as well, is that Zeke tweeted on the 12th that Zeke campaigns are back. You see, Whale posted that he's down. He bought 4 figures worth of cards. He thinks they waited too long. Other people are saying that Mega ETH is cooked. And I've said it from the jump. It was the same way in season 1 of Zeet. Zeet is not tied just because it was on Abstract or because it was on Mega ETH. It doesn't mean that's the only brands they're going to end up doing for the tournament. So I'm expecting to see a lot of different brands, a lot of different campaigns coming. Mega ETH is just the home. And I don't think Mega ETH is done. When that Moss wallet drops, I think we're going to see something this week with the Moss wallet after they distribute the terminal points. So, yeah, if you have not locked in on Zeet, I haven't looked at their fucking cards. I don't know exactly what is going on. I know I bought a few. The floor price over on Abstract side, which there's still 10,039 cards, is still 0.001 ETH. So it's $1. And on the Mega ETH side, I would imagine they're kind of in the same price range. Yeah, same exact price range. And it seems like, there's been some WETH sales. Like I said, I've been buying some creators that I think are going to do good, and just kind of hedging my bet, Kenny. And I'm going to start listing some of these because I think once the first tournament gets announced, people are going to start realizing, okay, this is what, Zeet is about to do. And I think we're going to once we start seeing how people are going to make some money, that's going to be the biggest way for Zeet to do well and the card holders to do well. But Pons did come out. He didn't really, in my mind, I was like, bro, let everybody fucking breathe a little bit. You actually tweeted that, Zeet tournaments are about to go live. But then Pons immediately puts out this post telling people how Zeet will be different. He said, we're not rewarding people to post. We're rewarding creators and their squads for results that can be measured outside of X.
Right.
We are not sourcing your post. In fact, we can get results without posting on X at all. Why would anyone care? Maybe you have a TG group, a YouTube channel, etc. All the better. Only Zeet certified creators and their card holders can participate. On-chain results are not just multipliers. They are the only thing that is measured. So, this is going to be really result driven. The brands are going to have certain KPIs, whether that's going to be volume, that's going to be referrals, and whatever, if it's a DeFi protocol, having volume over there on these different protocols, whether it's prediction markets, NFT projects. When I did Myriad Markets, I had the highest fucking multiplier because I used the platform, I predicted, and I ended up getting first place. The same thing happened with World of Women. I had a multiplier because I held the NFT. So it's really going to come down to like how engaged you are, and then how engaged you can get your community to get involved on the tournaments that you're doing. So it's going to be
100%.
interesting.
I know that wasn't your favorite tweet. I, however, like that tweet. I think that tweet's it's like a precautionary measure. Keep in mind, Zeet's still, without doing a deep dive, it still smells like InfoFi. So, I think this is they're kind of laying the
groundwork,
precautionary groundwork, to, just not get nuked off of the platform of X. And I do think I actually think it's better for smaller creators that Zeet is going to work in this fashion, because it comes down to actual outcomes of people being onboarded onto whatever platform or thing, project, whatever it is. A lot of these big accounts, they can get a lot of engagement, and they outperformed everybody on InfoFi in the past, even though they might not have had proportionately as much actual onboarding ability. They could get engagement, but that doesn't mean that they brought people onto the platform actually. So,
100%.
Yeah. So anyway, I guess the point being, these social media platforms are just tools to be used to try to onboard people to whatever the thing is
Yeah.
that's paying for a tournament now.
And that was my argument with the post was like, okay, everybody was excited because because Zeke actually fucking said something, but then two, like, don't come out and tell people their posts are meaningless because they're not.
I don't think you said that it's meaningless.
Well, it's just like
it's just that it's not based off of just engagement. That's all.
Well, in a way it is, because if you have the engagement to get people, you got to get the message out there.
Yeah, but engagement can be fake, right? Like if I'm an account with fucking 30,000 followers and 20,000 of them are bots or whatever, and my post gets 100 likes, but only 2 people actually go do the thing. And then another account comes along that might only have 2,000 followers, right? But if they can get 5 people to come on and actually do the thing, then they will actually have better outcomes. And I think that's good because, I mean, that's what these teams are paying for. They're not paying for, CT influencer LARPs to get engagement based off of their communities. They're paying for outcomes, for actual onboarding onto whatever their thing is. So yeah, I think this is actually more aligned for everybody, right? Info5 before just disproportionately rewarded, CT influencer kind of, some of them were really just fake engagement farm type accounts. This is better for everybody, I think. Genuine users, genuine, whatever. It's just, I think it's better. It's better for both sides, the competitors and the person paying for the tournament.
Yeah. Now hear me out. I proposed a change to the Zeke cards by the team. And I said that I think they should have a re-roll of creators, almost like a check-in. A lot of these creators on here that signed up for this, a lot of people signed up not even knowing what the fuck it was going to be. They were approved. I think some of these cards should possibly either be able to get traded in and you can burn them and get Zeets, or they need, when they open up the new creator side to onboard new creators, like a lot of these people aren't even creating on X, or they're not dialed in on crypto Twitter. So it's like, do these people actually deserve a card? And I think they need to go in and fine tune this. Like, I don't know a lot of these people, and that's the point. Everybody should have an opportunity to be able to participate. But I think there's going to be...
It needs to be exclusionary a little bit. I wouldn't say everybody deserves an opportunity to participate.
But there's people on here that are not going to tweet about any of these brands or do anything. So why are they on here as certified creators? Like, I'm sorry, but you have Shiv, you have Raj, you have... these guys are abstract team members. They're not going to tweet about a casino or a DeFi protocol unless it's on their platform.
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen. Like Finn works at Yeet now. Well, say that Zeet has a tournament that's designed and they have a tournament for another casino. Do you think like Finn's not going to engage with a lot of this stuff because he has a job?
Also, I'm not going to participate in every tournament either, right? So like some of these guys are still going to participate. If you're an abstract team member, you're probably not going to participate in a Mega ETH tournament. But when a platform that they are bullish on abstract goes, they may.
Yeah.
But I agree. There are a lot of people on here that, I don't really know where they came from. That doesn't mean that they don't have any emotion necessarily, but they may or may not participate. I agree. I think it would be very interesting to maybe even put it in the hands of the community and let people choose to, onboard some more creators that are active, put their cards in packs and maybe let the community burn cards for Zeets to then exchange for new packs or something.
Yeah.
I don't know how exactly to do it, but I do agree. I think, there needs to be a little bit of an overturn of the current creator groups.
Exactly. Yeah. Like Aurelius. I haven't seen that motherfucker in 6 months. Like, why does he need a card?
What happened to Aurelius and Demi, dude? I like those guys.
I know. So, like, a lot of these people, that's my point, is like, I think they need an overhaul. And then, we move on from there. So we'll see what happens. Either way, Zeet is back, and we will take it in stride. Hopefully they put a post out today. Haven't seen any changes on the actual Zeet platform. So we'll see what gets cracking. Kenny, do you want to run down some market news? Because it's been quite a wild weekend with everything going on with Iran. Just a lot of stuff popping off. Let's get to it.
Yeah, I mean, the market looks really good right now. Obviously, following the news that the U.S.-Iran peace kind of framework has been put into place, Trump came out yesterday, basically said, we have a peace agreement in place, and the Strait of Hormuz is going to be open fully back up. Military activity will stop on both sides. So the framework is there. Now, you got to take that with a grain of salt, right? They basically said the framework is in line, which means now there is a 60-day extension to get the peace treaty done. Now, Trump did travel out to the G7 meeting this morning, so he's overseas right now. But basically, the framework, the early kind of negotiations start now. But the good thing is there's a ceasefire, and the markets reacted really, really good to that. In particular, crypto, which added about 2.2% to the overall market cap, or about 4% to the overall market cap, up $2.2 trillion. We saw Bitcoin ripping back up, currently sitting at 66,625, which is up 4%. Also on the tailwinds of Michael Saylor buying some more Bitcoin over the weekend. So he continues to buy for MicroStrategy. But outside of that, everything's performing well. You got ETH up 9.34%.
Let's fucking go.
Wow.
Let's go, dude.
It's up 9.34% ever. I mean, this might be one of the biggest single day rallies for ETH in a long time. Up to $1,817. Got Solana up 9.5%, back up to $73.99. The big winners, we're talking Hyperliquid up 12%. Yesterday was trading at $59, currently trading at $67.44. Just absolutely ripping. And then the two biggest winners on the day, you got Zcash up 25%, up to $528 currently. I mean, this thing was trading at like the low 400s yesterday. It's currently up to $528. And then Near Protocol, which was trading around $2 yesterday, up 22%, back up to $2.51. So those two kind of plays which fit the narrative, AI, privacy, those two are just like leading the pack. But as well as, it just rolls over. Venice is up 5%, Toncoin up 4%. You got BitTens are up 4.5%. XRP's even up 10.39%. We just across the board, green everywhere. And then you look at, the traditional markets as well. You got the S&P currently up 130 points, back up to 75.61. NASDAQ's up 706 points, and then Dow Jones up 635. So overall, huge impact on the peace treaty deal, that the framework, not the actual deal, but the framework that's been put in place. So, how this transpires from here, whether or not they have to get a deal done. If there's any type of, stalling out on this negotiation deal, we could see continued volatility. But as of right now, the overall consensus is good. Typically when you hear peace deal in place, you get the broader risk on sentiment where people, feel a little bit more willing to invest. Even though the fear and greed index is still pretty low, it seems like things are changing over the past 24 hours. So yeah, geopolitical easing usually leads to lower fear, which leads to a higher risk appetite.
But is Israel gonna fucking like fuck this up?
My brother thinks they are. It's funny because in the statement that came out from the Prime Minister of Pakistan, he named multiple nations, thanking them for their, help working through this deal. He named Qatar, UAE, he named Saudi Arabia, United States. Never once did he mention Israel in any of this negotiation talks, which tells me that Israel is not on board with this. as I expected. So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen?
Israel is a weird term for me because, God, we're going barreling down the political straights here.
Yeah, we don't have to go very far.
I just think it's useful to point out that, there's a difference between Netanyahu and Israel. And Netanyahu, it's just keep in mind, Netanyahu's only in control of that country as long as they remain in conflict. He's not even supposed to still be the prime minister. That country was amidst massive protests and civil strife and all kinds of nonsense. And I mean, we don't got to say too much more about it, but I'm just pointing out there's a difference between Israel as a whole, the people, and the government and whatnot that happens to be in control right now over there. Is all I'm saying.
Yep, I agree. And yeah, so I mean, look, coins are doing well. Sliding over to NFTs, a lot of green on the board over there as well. Not quite as much volume. The rotation didn't necessarily happen into NFTs over the past 24 hours, but a lot of green on the board. You got Pudgy Penguins up another 1.3%, back up to 4.6. CryptoPunks up 1.7%, back up to 33.50. And then you have Bored Apes slightly up 1.4%. You got Lil Pudgy's up 13.5% though, back up to 0.522. So those are moving.
What is that? Fucking down back to $900,
right? You can get a Lil Pudgy for $874. Right?
God damn it, Kyle! You fucking lost your opportunity to grab one.
No, I didn't. I've still got enough of these weird, NFTs. So I could sell everything right now and get a little Pudgy, but I don't really want to, man. I mean, I don't want to get us totally off subject, but I'm kind of having fun in a couple of these projects right now. So I'm chilling.
Well, Kenny, on June 9th, because this tweet popped back up on my timeline, Keyboard Monkey, KBM said 50K Bitcoin by next week, 40K in 3 weeks. These bounces just show how little demand there is for crypto. It's just Sailor and Time Lee laughed my ass off. Like, do you think he's accurate with 40K in 3 weeks? I mean, he's been pretty spot on with a lot of his calls.
Yeah, he's been very spot on with his TA on a lot of the charts. When you throw in peace treaty into the equation, that kind of fucks the thesis up a little bit because I think if there was no kind of tentative peace agreement in place, that we would still be trending lower. But because of that, it has such a geopolitical kind of effect across the globe that, if the war is ended, yeah, I think things are going to pump. So minus the peace agreement, I think he was pretty spot on as far as like we're going to continue to trend lower. Is this a bull trap? I don't know. People are treating it like the war is over. In fact, it is not. This is just framework and an extension of a truce. So until it actually the paper gets dotted with ink and the signatures are on paper, I would be fairly cautious as far as like going full risk on right now, because obviously the first 24 hours you're going to have the most reaction to the news. So you kind of got to see where we settle in a couple of days from now. Obviously, Kevin Warsh, his first Fed meeting this week, we're going to see how that goes. If he comes out with a little bit of a hawkish tone, we got to see how that's going to affect the market. So, this is going to be his first Fed meeting. We'll see how that goes. I believe that's a Wednesday. So not fully out of the choppy waters yet. Things look like they're trending in the right direction, but I would take everything with a grain of salt right now.
Yeah, the only thing I'm in a hurry to buy right now is a full tank of gas.
Bro, barrel's down to, I think, $80 a barrel right now. This is the lowest it's been since March of earlier this year. So, you should see some relief at the gas pumps over the next week or so.
Yeah. So what about the news with Zcash? It's up like 30% or almost up 30% on the news that Zuko he confirmed that they were being aided by Anthropic's Mythos.
Yeah.
It's pretty big, right?
Yeah. So regarding that, when the whole kind of FUD attack came out, they went to implement the Ironwood upgrade plan, which is basically, a promise that, for the supply verification stuff, because people are saying, oh, you could print Zcash, without there actually being Zcash. So that kind of like triggered the sell off. But, they're in the process of implementing this Ironwood upgrade, which is going to verify everything. But then on top of that, like you said, there was that link to Anthropic, which also that news kind of sent it even harder.
Oh, that
over the
sent
past
it
24 hours.
massively, bro.
Yeah.
From
yeah.
427, it's at 524 right now.
Yeah, it's up $102 over the past 24 hours.
Yeah, it's crazy. Mert says a series of updates are expected to be rolled out within this year. 3 parallel form verifications, Ironwood pool supply verification, quantum proofing, and tachyon pool with formal verification and simpler arithmetic. So, I mean, yeah, this could get really interesting. Zcash could find all-time highs. What was the all-time high for Zcash?
700 and I want to say 720, roughly right around 720 or 700. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
right around 700, somewhere in that.
So do you think we could see a new all-time high?
Yeah, I do think so. Especially with, the leverage situation. I mean, there was tons of short leverage positions on Zcash, and anytime you have, leverage flushes, I mean, they're forced to buy back, so that short squeeze could send it to all-time highs. But again, just the bull thesis on Zcash, fixing all the little kinks that were in the machine. And then on top of that, you have the privacy narrative, especially, with all this Mythos stuff and all the quantum computing stuff. Like, privacy is at the forefront of kind of the crypto narrative right now, that and AI. That's why you're seeing those two subsectors within the crypto sector really performing well. You have Venice that's just outperformed everything this year. Obviously, Near is now starting to pump again. They're the privacy AI meta as well. So that kind of narrative, it's going well in the stock market, is rolling over into the crypto market as well. So yeah, I could see all-time highs at some point.
Yeah. A report that I had seen over the weekend, and I'll pull it up over here because the quantum proofing, Coinbase quantum report flags exchange cold wallets among millions of Bitcoin exposed, and it's pretty wild. 7 million Bitcoin are exposed to a future quantum attack, and that's a lot of fucking money, bro. It says about 5 million Bitcoin of that total are tied to address reuse that the board says largely belongs to active users, including large cold wallets held by known exchanges. So, I don't know if they're getting any access to Mythos. I would imagine Coinbase is or has. A lot of these big companies, I mean, they have to get access to this, right?
Yeah, I mean, at some point, every passing day, the threat gets bigger and bigger, right? I mean, initially they said it would be X amount of days before this could even happen, and it was somewhere around the 2 to 3 year mark. So, when that news came out, obviously it shook the market. But yeah, every day that passes, every month that passes, you get closer and closer to that kind of doomsday that everybody is talking about. So at some point here, I do think they're going to kind of green light more companies to be able to use it.
Unless the government shuts it down.
Yeah, obviously it got shut down over the weekend. But yeah, I think once they figure that out, there should be a wider access to it for companies to protect themselves.
I wasn't even active enough to have. I wasn't even active enough to get access to fucking Fable 5. Like, it popped up, I got the notification, and I wasn't even home or locked in on my computer to even mess around with Fable. So,
yeah, from what I understood, they couldn't differentiate, where accounts were based, and that was the primary reason as for them to do it. So yeah, I don't know too much about it, but I know the general gist of it, right? That's kind of why they shut it down, is because they weren't able to differentiate where users were coming from or something along those lines.
Yeah. Well, I think they just put a powerful tool out there, and the government got fucking scared because, like, I mean, bro, it's just like anything could happen. Like somebody could get access to this, and all of a sudden, everybody's got an 850 FICO score and no debt. Like, you know what I mean? And then, like, how do they go back and find out? I mean, nobody's doing snapshots of fucking previous data. They might be now, but that's what I'm saying. Like, the whole world could change in an instant just by one person. You could have someone that's, you know, a doomsday hacker that just wants to see anarchy reign, and or you could have someone that's a Robin Hood and fucking just puts millions of dollars in people's bank accounts. I would prefer that guy show up,
The
but
final scene of Fight Club, where they just all the banking buildings collapse and theoretically everyone's debt is wiped to zero type shit.
yeah,
I thought I had read that they shut all this down because someone had figured out a way to get around the guardrails on it. Maybe I'm wrong about that though.
I wouldn't be surprised. And they probably didn't give the actual real, you know, they probably didn't give the actual real reason as to why, but you know, is what it is. All right. So in some other news, the one mint, I put this out yesterday that I am looking at, and I have the tweet pinned up at the top. The one mint that I'm looking at this week is Windows by Dave Krugman. He does have other collections that are out there, and it's not a typical mint. So, you know, you're not going to be able to just go on mint. Like, it's pretty unique the way he's doing it. The people that are holding his collections prior have priority access to mint. And even though the project is called Windows, you have to mint a building, right, Kenny? And that is for collectors, friends, and family in limited partner communities can mint these buildings before public at 0.015 ETH. This pre-sale window is first come, first serve. Will last 2 hours, 12 noon Eastern to 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. All remaining supply will go to public at 0.018 ETH. After the pre-sale ends, supply is one of 4,000 total buildings, and each grid is completely unique and have some very unique, some very special qualities. So it's kind of wild because it says individual windows are 101,000 and each mint is one single window. This is gated at first to my existing collectors, max 50 windows per wallet, priced at 0.03 ETH, blind mint with instant reveal. So yeah, it's gonna be wild, man. I still don't even fully understand the fucking mint out of the collection.
50 per wallet seems like
high.
a lot, but I know his other collections are very small, right? So there's not, although that's a lot of NFTs for each holder, I don't think there's a lot of holders of his other collections. Am I right about that?
No, there's not. Yeah. When I went and looked at his other, let me go to his page here.
So
yeah.
50 per wallet out of 1,000 that's a lot. Kind of wild. Yeah. Now, I guess at 0.03, I guess the gating there is 0.03 a piece. I mean, I don't know how many people are gonna, you know, throw 0.03 into a mint 50 times in a row, but
I mean, people that are fans of Dave's work. So this is the
one. Yeah, but you can be a fan and still be limited by your liquidity, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, there's a lot to the mint. I suggest you go do a deep dive on this. Go check it out. It's like I said, the link is pinned up to the top. But that mint is kicking off tomorrow. So if you do have access for it, and I don't think this is minting on OpenSea. I think it says
on
transient. Yeah. So,
Transient Labs is I hear that one a lot. I think a lot of the like weird Milady derivatives end up over there or something. But it's definitely I hear about it all the time. It's not some like random shit that's gonna rug you, to my knowledge.
Yeah. You know what else is minting right now is the Gloobies.
Yeah, I saw that.
Wasn't there a lot of FUD on this?
Well, you know what's weird is they don't even have an X account linked to their mint. That's kind of a red flag to me. But again, I saw this a minute ago too, Kenny, because we saw this IP the other day. I saw this in trending, right? Because OpenSea now has this whole like weird trending thing. But if you go to Drops, it's not there. It's literally minting live right now. You go to Drops, can't find it. So because they don't have an X account, and it's not on Drops, I don't even know how a lot of people now. All that said, it's already halfway minted out, and it's only in guaranteed. It hasn't even made it to the first.
Yeah, it's 5378 out of 10,000 in the guaranteed friends stage. You got the first come first serve starting in about 15 minutes. So we'll see if it gets botted. I'm pretty sure it will.
And this
Do you know if they have an X account? Because there's not one linked to the mint page.
Yeah, they do have a X account.
Okay.
And it's Doug Lubies?
Lubies.
Yeah. All right. So I'm sharing the right one. 54.61 of 10K. It was supposed to be an 80-cent mint, but ETH ran up. So kind of fucked
Yeah,
up.
I went from 80 to 83.
Yeah, I know. I know. If people were bitching on the timeline, oh, the X account's only 4 days old, which there is one, because I did see that tweet, Kyle. The X account's only 4 or 5 days old, and now they're coming out with a 10K mint. But
yeah, there's a lot of NFTs.
So yeah, that Monty Bored Ape guy is the one who put the tweet, the like.
That's right.
Out.
Yeah.
And then I saw Tima kind of clap back at him and basically was saying, "Look, if you think it's a rug, don't mint it. If you don't like the art, don't mint it. Like, you don't have nobody's forcing you to mint something if you think there's an issue with it. So just kind of like stay in your lane and don't talk shit. Essentially, is what TMA was basically
Monty's calling out everything, bro. Like,
yeah.
You can only mint one of these though. Look, if I go to reach in my pocket and pull something out and 91 cents worth of change rolls under a car, I'm probably not even going to try to fucking get underneath the car to get it back. It's like, how much can you even get rugged on this? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's literally one per wallet at 91 cents per mint. Like, come on, guys. You got to be willing to take at least the smallest L's in this space.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he posted this one as well. Dormies mint is happening today. It's obviously a derivative of fucking normies. So, I mean, he is calling out sus looking NFT projects that are minted. So
that's fine. Look, I'm not mad at him. People do need to be aware that a lot of this shit is definitely, just, even if it's not a deliberate rug, it's definitely a lot of this stuff is retarded enough that it's not going to make it.
Yeah.
But so what? Like, have fun. What people need to learn is to, manage their bid size for, whatever their liquidity situation is. If you're minting a lot of NFTs and having fun and you're not putting yourself in a stressful situation financially, awesome, but if you've got very limited liquidity, then yeah, you should be putting it into higher conviction stuff and not fucking around so much.
Yeah, I mean, look, I minted, right? It was fucking less than $1. I think I paid more gas fees than the actual mint itself.
Wait, you're on the guaranteed phase?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, I'm on not guaranteed, friends.
How the hell did you get that?
Through MPC.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I got 2 NPCs. Oh, it was probably a raffle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. One thing I want to make a point of, and I'm going to clip this and it's going to go to the OpenSea team, is please, and I've asked this in the Telegram, improve the fucking drops page. This Base Ween collection has been minting forever. Laughing Cy Fox, Boy Scar, like, give us updated mint activity.
Yeah.
Give us projects to look for. Give us, like, you started off as an NFT platform, be an NFT platform. It's great that we're doing tokens and perps. I love it. I've tested everything that OpenSea has done from fucking day one of being in this space for 6 years. But it's like, we need a better NFT minting information platform on OpenSea.
Yes. I could not agree more. I'm so tired of looking at Base Ween.
Oh, it's horrible. Horrible.
We're
shit.
so far out from last Halloween. Like, just at a minimum, at least get rid of that fucking collection.
I know.
Please.
Look at this shit. And there's only
it's not gonna make it, guys. It's not gonna mint out. Okay?
Only 222 of these have been minted. And this
but it's like I was saying earlier with the Gloobies. It's literally minting right now, and I can't. There's no way that I could find that on OpenSea if it wasn't for the fact that it happens to be trending because a bunch of mints happened quickly enough. But when I go to the drops page, that I should be able to see whatever is minting right now. And I know that a lot of this stuff is, scams or whatever. And you can make the argument that, like, if they put it on a page, then, whatever, they're maybe responsible for that. No, fuck that. Everybody needs to be responsible for what they're minting as individuals. You need to be responsible for the buttons that you're clicking. You need to do your own research. Just because you click a button and you go to a screen and you see a bunch of mints does not mean that you need to mint everything. Okay. Like, can we get organized here? I need to see what's minting, not what was minting last Halloween.
If a brand is paying OpenSea fees to launch a project on their platform, they should be fucking there in the drops page. That's it. Nothing else to it. So
look, and if you're paying for a higher tier where you're partnering with OpenSea for your mint, then sure. I mean, look, there's the whole banner thing. You could even have I don't know what words you want to use, but you could have a different category for things that have been vetted by the OpenSea team that are like actually being supported by the OpenSea team, and then have a whole other category where it's just whatever people are using the platform to mint. Obviously you need to have some separation, but all right, I got a call. But at this point, there's just no reason, there's no reason to not have this organized better at this point, especially, I mean, people aren't really, I get that OpenSea tried to lean into the whole meme coin thing and perps and all that. Meme coins are kind of dead right now, dude. Nobody's doing.
But perps isn't. But don't take away from the platform you're building. Just give us a better
you don't.
Experience.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I'm saying. So, some other news before we wrap things up. Adam Weitzman posted 2 hours ago that Jack Butcher is designing his Normie 101, Kenny, and he burned 95 normies to make this happen. This is the design. I'm sharing it live on stream. Pretty fucking cool. Wild. Yeah, it's really cool. And, it's insane.
I don't know what's happened to me that I like pixel art to an extent. I think it's kind of cool. When I first came into the space, I think it is. I think Genuine Undead completely changed my opinion on pixel art.
Yeah.
But
it's
pretty cool.
Pretty wild stuff. Here's the image of Adam Weitzman. Guy is all over the place. Was standing in the octagon last night for the UFC 250, America 250 celebration with Trump. Pretty fucking wild. Dope ass jacket that he's wearing. I don't know who made it. I want one. Fuck it. That's America all day, Kyle. He should have went over there and ripped that pole off the side of the fucking octagon and started waving it around. But you see Adam get attacked by Secret Service because he ripped an American flag off the side of the pole. So
I'll tell you what, I didn't see the whole event yet, but it did look awesome. It looked like
so cool.
Yeah, dude. I mean, look, I don't know, man. Say what you want about any given administration, but I'm no matter who's in the White House, I remain American as fuck, dude. I love patriotism, right?
Yeah,
I love that shit. So seeing that event, dude, what's bro's name with the colorful hair? Why am I blanking on his name right now?
O'Malley. Yeah.
O'Malley, dude. Watching O'Malley hit that knockout and salute before he even hit the ground. O'Malley saluting. I'm like, oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, just fireworks and screaming in my brain, dude. That's so awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. But yeah, what else do we have?
Bro, we had obviously the U.S. men's soccer team whoop that ass.
Yeah.
On fucking Friday, which was man, that was awesome. That was a great scene. You want to talk about patriotism. I mean, that was it, right?
Well, dude, I was watching that game with my wife, who was actively rooting against the U.S. just because, in her mind, the U.S. doesn't take soccer seriously enough. So she doesn't want to, like, she's just rooting against us all the time. And I'm like, motherfucker, nobody forced you on a plane to come here. But anyway, it was a lot of fun watching America whoop that ass and making fun of my wife the whole time I was watching it.
What I'm enjoying seeing is like the celebrations. And Hans actually sent me a video of the celebrations and things they do in Europe when they are playing soccer. And it's like but it's like a lot of camaraderie. People are happy, they're excited.
Yeah.
And then you see the reactions that we seen in New York when they fucking won. They're burning buses, destroying property. It's insanity. And it's like, and even now in the US, like I seen a video of the Denmark team in Dallas, and these people they're all just chanting and singing and having a good time. And I haven't caught but a few minutes of a couple of games. Like I said, it's just been busy, but really cool experience to see. And Kenny, I'm jealous that you get to go to one in Houston to be a part of that. So,
well, oh, sorry. Go ahead, Kenny. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say it's been 32 years since the U.S. hosted a World Cup. It'll probably be another 30, 40 years before we host another one. So it's kind of a once in a lifetime, maybe twice in a lifetime event for you to be able to attend live, here on American soil. So yeah, going to take full advantage of it. Go to a game this weekend, most likely. We still haven't decided. We're either going to Portugal or I believe the Netherlands game, or is it Sweden? I forget. I have to double check. My brother has it. We haven't decided what we want to do. The Portugal tickets are way more expensive, obviously, the Cristiano Ronaldo effect. So we're probably going to skip on that one. But then on top of that, we have 2 knockout games. One in particular falls on the 4th of July. So we're kind of eyeballing that one. It's going to be the second round of the knockout games. So we'll probably attend that one as well. But yeah, once in a lifetime situation, should be fun.
Nice. Yeah, DeJohnny said in the comments that he's going to Philly.
Oh wow,
Kyle, there's your chance. You can go meet up with DeJohnny. Go check that out.
I ain't driving no 4.5, 5 hours to go into no city, dude, unless I've like got tickets for the game. And that's what I was about to say. The difference that you were pointing out there between these soccer fans or football fans, as it were, versus like the Knicks thing. I think the U.S. is, and this might piss some people off depending on where you're from, but I think, the U.S. is such a big country and we've got multiple different cultures, kind of shades of cultures running in tandem all across the country. And I just think like this is something that like, this is why I don't like going into cities, man. You go into cities and you got a bunch of fucking tough guy LARPs who all have all this bravado because they've never, done anything manly in their life, because they just live in the cities or whatever. And so they're all out posturing, looking for a way to, I don't know, man. I think the culture in almost all of these cities has degraded to a point where I don't want to go to any of these places, man. I stay out here in the country where people are a little more polite. You know what I mean? That whole scene of the New York Knicks drama in the streets, and people smashing up cars and all that shit, attacking each other just for having a jersey. That is exactly why I stay the fuck out of these cities anymore. Yeah. And you know what? Out here in my neighborhood, man, people are polite. It's not an American thing. It's a thing that there are all these little niche cultures depending on where you go. And Philly can be dangerous like that too. So, DeJohnny, be careful what neighborhood you end up in, because my little sister used to live in Philly. I did a little bit of partying up there. That was years ago. And I remember being told that if I walked 2 blocks the wrong direction, I probably wasn't coming back that night. So, just keep that in mind when you're in these cities, man.
Yeah. Some other news. Kyle, are we going to stream playing Tolan Universe tonight?
If you want to, yeah, I'm definitely down. I'm going to be playing Tolan Universe anyway. I think the new season is a lot of fun. They've instead of just having monsters that spawn, they've got all these like structures and stuff now that you can tear down. It's gotten really interesting. There's actual like subclass. Like you used to just stack skills and you could kind of go any direction you want. Now you can actually start off with some skills already selected and a certain. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I mean, we can get more into it if we do a stream later on. But I've been trying to get you into this. I know, it's not on first glance, it's not like your type of thing, but I've played games like this on mobile before, so I recognized what it was, and I've spent a lot of time playing this. I think it's a lot of fun.
Nice. All right. Well, we're gonna lock in. We don't know what time yet, because we haven't made that. Yeah, we haven't made that decision, and I got to see my daughter off either way for vacation that she's going on with her mom. So.
Yeah, I mean, to me, Tolan is one of the most fun games on Abstract. I've not played Cambria. I know a lot of people like Cambria, and I like Maze of Gains a lot too. Maze of Gains is, in my opinion, more strategic than like actively trying to dodge bullets and shit like that, or whatever. It's just two different kinds of games, and I don't know, like. As far as like classic, like a game that I would see on a mobile device, I think Tolan Universe is like as close to something that the masses could just really get into on a mobile device as anything that I've seen in Web3, let alone on Abstract.
Nice. Yeah, we'll do that. Speaking of Abstract, I got the Threader badge. So stoked about that. Yeah, was that 47 of 49 badges?
What are the badges that you're missing?
The badges that I'm missing is the coffee badge, and I'm missing the second badge for the Cryptoys mint.
Oh,
I didn't realize you had to mint 10 to get another badge. I would have minted fucking 10. I minted like 3. Yeah. And I'm like, I wonder if I go buy the other ones, can I get a badge? Can I get the badge? And I don't know if that's possible.
Also, real quick, while we're still on Abstract, I just wanted to say I did flop my upvote streak. And I was pretty pissed for a whole like 5 seconds, but it is what it is. Look, I've said this before, and it probably felt like, oh, whatever, Kyle, you fucking you haven't experienced it yet. Well, now I have. I will miss 5% of my potential XP this week, and it'll take me 7 days to get the streak back. But oh well. It is what it is. I missed a day. I had a really busy day at work. And I missed a day. It is what it is. It's only going to take me 1 week to get the streak back and get the rewards back again. So I don't know. It's just it definitely bummed me out though, because I didn't make it to that 100. Like I was like, dude, I'm going to hit that 100 days soon, and then like it's going to literally take me another 100 days to get to 100 days.
Kyle is not locked in.
It just goes to show. I mean, shit comes up, man. People are. The Gloobs, man, is at 91.64.
Yeah,
now.
I'm minting my
Everybody's on this
right
list.
now.
I am too.
Did you? Were you looking at the screen and seeing me flip to the page?
No, I just noticed it was 12:02, and I knew that.
As soon as you said that, I literally flipped to the page, and so that's why I was wondering. Yeah. I'm gonna try and mint. We'll see what happens. It's just pending. Hope I don't get this ugly fucking blue mascot one.
I'll tell you one thing though, I would be really upset about losing that streak if I had seen people get a badge for hitting 100 days or something like that. In that case, I would have been upset.
All right, now I'm gonna go and sauce these DMs and tell them to drop a badge to everybody.
Well, and this is what, and we talked about this earlier, but this is one thing that like you have to keep it. Like you have to, when you make things super difficult to get, you have to keep in mind like, is this going to create a net positive experience for our users across the board, or a net negative experience, right? Yeah. And if they gave a badge at a 100-day streak, yes, people who got that badge would be very happy. A lot of people would be furious every single time that they missed a day. Yeah. So in that way, it would create a net negative sentiment, right? But the fact that it only takes 7 days to reap the rewards of the mechanic, and there is no, at least so far to our knowledge, there is no further rewards. It's kind of a non-issue if you fuck it up. But that's, again, just my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, I go vote. I check my transaction history to make sure it registered, even though, because sometimes the clock comes back. I'm at 106 days. I'm locked in. Let's fucking go. Need more than 24,000 XP this week, though. I do know that. But anyways, I'm going to be putting a post out shortly right after the space for the Reality Check website. I hope everyone goes to it, signs up for the newsletter. The checkpoint, it's pretty good. Been locking this thing in. So yeah, please get over there. Check out the website. I've had a few people look at it. The response has been really, really good. So make sure you get over to the new website when I get this link put out, and it'll be your one-stop shop to find everything that's happening with Reality Check. All the social links in one place. So
dude, BTC is just ripping right now, by the way.
Nice. That's good. It's good. Kenny, do you have anything else for the day?
Best thing I saw yesterday, if you watched the World Cup and you happen to, in particular, watch the Japan game, saw some really cool shit going on. Did you see them picking up the trash after the game?
Yeah, I did.
So fucking awesome.
Yeah, I did, and I saw it in comparison to, once again, the Knicks scene, right? And it just goes to show that, you know, not all cultures are equal. I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, I'm sorry, but, you know, a bunch of respectful people that care about the environment that they're in, and that their children are in, and that their neighbors are in. I think that's fucking awesome. And, you know, you get a lot of that out in the country here, in the U.S. too, but not in these inner cities where, you know.
Well, I mean, look, let's just be real. New York City is the scumbag of all scumbag cities out there. The people there embrace being scumbags. They think it's cool. So yeah, I wouldn't. You know, you can't characterize the United States citizens based off of the actions of New York City. Because,
no, but it's not New York. It's not unique to New York, though. I mean, Philly's dangerous, Detroit's dangerous, Chicago's dangerous. Any of these cities, I mean, there is something unique to the bravado that a New Yorker has, where they think like just being from, like, how many times have you seen a video of someone getting into a fight for no reason and all they're yelling is, "I'm from New York." Well, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I don't know. These motherfuckers think that being from New York makes them bulletproof or something. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, man. I mean, anyway. Last couple things for me. Reorder. I got these pinned. So Reorder has got early access passes to something. I don't know what, but I'm a big fan of Dario and what he's doing. So, you know, maybe bookmark that or just engage with the tweets. See if you can get into the next protocol layer of Reorder. And then
shout out to Bunya too. The Blue Pets doing pretty well. You know, he had a pretty good mint. The floor got up all the way up to like 0.038 at one point. Now the merge starts with the Blue Pets, where you can merge them into a specific rarer blue pet depending on colors and stuff like that. So seems like he's got some cool stuff going on. Seems to have kind of this like normies burn mechanic to it. So keep your eye on Blue Pet. Bundy is good people.
Well, and a lot of them are really cool looking too. Just going to the website and playing with all the different color paths that you can choose. Cause I mean, there's 8 different colors or something. And I mean, doing all the different combinations, a bunch of them are pretty cool looking. And, you know, even after the merge, there's this whole question mark thing. So something left to speculate on even after the merge, which is good. I think a lot of people try to dump NFTs right before, you know, the last thing happens or whatever. So, you know, there is like an implied, I don't know, maybe a game, something for these critters to do afterwards. So that's cool. And then the last thing I was going to point out is this Penimals tweet, which I also have pinned. It's a longer thread. You guys can read it, but basically it sounds like you're going to be able to stake Penimals and they're going to have some merch stuff that you can get based on your staking. I don't know. I think the Penimals thing is hilarious. So, you know, if I can get a t-shirt with an animal that has a dick shape on its face to wear around and confuse people, I'm going to do it. I think it's hilarious. So let's go.
Jeez. Well, the Gloobies did mint out. So
that was quick.
Yeah.
That was quick.
Yep. That minted out. I was trying to sweep just like 10 just to fucking see if something kicked off with them. There is enough FUD around them to maybe
so they're only $2.
Yeah,
they're $2 right now. So
I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll grab a handful. And
just wish some of these guys were doing I don't know, man. Like a 5K collection seems like even too much right now for these super low price things. But hey man, 10K collections are fucking back, I guess. So whatever, let's go.
Yeah. B Epic said in the comments, said that there's a percentage of population that are idiots. There are just more people in New York. Do the math. So that's pretty good. Pretty good.
A fair point.
That is good. That is good. But I will tell you this, having family from New York, these guys are just, God bless, the most arrogant, cocky motherfuckers I know. And the funny part is 3 of them have moved down here to Texas. And in the 10 plus years that they've lived down here, they've admitted to me, I don't know how we lived in New York as long as we did. So the reality sets in when you get away from there. You don't really realize it when you're living in it, but once you get out of it, you realize, God, these people suck.
Yeah. And look, it's fair to point out that a certain population or a certain percentage of the population is retarded no matter where you go. That's definitely true. But the dumb shit manifests in different ways depending on the culture of the environment. You know what I mean? Like some dumbass out here might, drive slow and flick you off if you're on their ass or something on the highway. But in New York, they will try to push you on the railroad tracks or something, I mean, I'm just saying, stupidity manifests in different ways in different places. And I'm not a big fan of the vibe of these cities myself.
Another mint that's happening right now, Kyle, is these lost otters. This is on Abstract.
Yeah, I've been seeing these. I didn't know they were minting right now, though.
Yep. So right now, gold tier and above, you can mint, I think, 2 per wallet at 0.005 ETH at $9.20.
Now, again, I cannot find these on the drops page.
Yeah.
So how do you have a tweet or something from the account?
Yeah, let me put the GG's teacher Katie, fucking 99. She's hit at 111 days.
Let's go.
Yeah. Lost otters. Yeah.
Because I don't even see him on the trending page, which is the only way I even found Doug Luby's. So.
Well, this is done by Raven, and his Twitter handle's @BuyCoinRaven. Let me get one of the tweets here, so that way you can see that.
I just looked it up. I'm assuming I've got the right one. Is there 315 of them minted right now?
Yeah, it's a small collection, 1,333.
I switched to my Abstract wallet.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's another mint that is cracking right now. Other than that, I don't think I have anything else anything else that has been popping off. I'm sure I'm going to be missing something, but like I said, Kyle and I are going to be doing some live streaming tonight. We're going to play some Tolan Universe. I'm probably going to get wrecked, but it's all good. Other than that,
you'll do fine. You'll just have to play it a few times.
Yeah, I think so. And then short of that, we have like I said, the reality check website that's going to be launching as well. I did answer Avi's question. He said, do I need to be top 10 to win prizes on the reality check Blinko leaderboard? No, you do not. All you have to do is play. Everyone's going to have an opportunity to win a prize. Now, not everybody's going to win a prize, but at the same time, you're stacking honey, which we don't know the use case for that. But this is just a way for people using our referral code to win hopefully win something a little extra. So, right now we have a Bearish NFT, Pudgy Penguin Mystery Box, Nibbles NFT, 2 Nibbles NFTs. Thanks to Maha for that. And then we also have World's Eve keys. And I think I'm going to throw in a few other NFTs as well. And as soon as the boys get season 2 out, we're going to be popping out those prizes and starting the new month. So
yeah, which the idea was pretty nebulous, but they did recently tweet about season 2 coming. So hopefully it is coming soon.
Yeah, and there's something called favor there.
Yeah, they're adding some mechanics. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Those guys are pretty clever, and I don't even like gambling games, man. I haven't played most gambling games, but something about, and I know obviously I'm a fan of Bearish, right? But that is organic as well. I mean, I was buying bears before we ever got a referral link. Dude, there's just something about the way they applied the IP. The whole game is just, I don't know, it was just fun. The colors, the IP, the music, it's all, I don't know, man. It's
And
really
if you're
enjoyable.
like the other person who won fucking $30,000, you really love playing Blinko. So.
I definitely I am that down on Blinko. It's still been a very positive experience.
I know, so am I. But it's all good. All good. But anyways. All right, cool. Get signed up there. Like I said, putting the tweet out about the Reality Check website. Go check it out. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Get signed up for the newsletter. A lot of fun stuff over there, and I'm constantly going to be updating and changing the website. But let me know what you think about it in the comments of the post. Other than that, Kenny, anything else your way, sir?
Yeah, no, that's it. One thing we didn't touch on, I'll touch on real quick, is that Kintara game is, I guess, like a play to earn game on Solana. Has been doing pretty well. Ran up to 17 mil last night, but apparently it's one of those games where you can go in, play to earn. People are selling skins. I think some skins sold as high as like $2,000. People are making money over there. So if that's something that you like, the PDE type stuff, maybe check it out. I don't know. It seems kind of toppy to me personally, just because like over the weekend I saw Ansem start tweeting about it. FFV put out like a tutorial how to play the game. Seems a little toppy to me, but who knows? It could run harder. But yeah, again, the game is called Kintara. It seems to be picking up some motion on the timeline. So something to look at.
Okay.
But that's it.
Okay. Good. All right. Cool. Well, we will be back tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.